Assalamualaikum and good evening to Sebastian and our fellow classmates. We are from Group 1. We would like to present the best practices of companies based on our topic, the recruitment of employees. Before starting the presentation, it would be great to introduce my group members first. Firstly is AZRINIEY FAKHIRA Binti ZULKIFLI. Secondly is FARHANA Binti ZULKIFLI. Thirdly is Nabilaa Athirah Binti Ahmad Fauzi. And lastly is me, NAJIHAH Binti ZULKAPLI. The presentation will be divided into 4 sections covering the background of the company, the presentation of key terms, the organization best practices, and the outcome of the best practices. The chosen company are Malaysian corporation, specifically FGV Holdings Berhad, as well as Felda Global Ventures Holdings Berhad. It is a global agribusiness and food company based in Malaysia and listed on the primary market of Bursa Malaysia on 28 June 2012. In addition, it is an affiliate of the Federal Land Development Authority, Felda. FGV operates in 9 countries across Asia, the Middle East, North America, and Europe. The company is focused on 3 core business sectors, namely plantation, sugar, and logistics. Furthermore, FGV is supported by a strong workforce of over 45,000 people. One of the company's vision is to deliver sustainable food and agri-products worldwide. Besides, there are 4 visions that the company focuses on, namely creating value through our human capital, embodying governance and compliance, building integrated value chain advantages, and cultivating diversity in commodities and geography. The next presentation will be continued by FARHANA by elaborating on the presentation of key terms.
Thank you for your point, NAJIHAH. Next is key term of recruitment. One key term related to recruitment at FGV Holding Berhad is talent acquisition. This refers to the process of attracting, searching, evaluating, and hiring individuals with the necessary skills, qualification, and experience to fill job vacancies within the organization. FGV Holding Berhad may use various talent acquisition strategies including job posting, employee referrals, recruitment events, and partnering with educational institutions to identify potential candidates. The goal of talent acquisition is to ensure that the company has a skilled and diverse workforce that can support its business objective and contribute to its growth and success. To achieve the FGV Holding Berhad may employ a range of talent acquisition strategies including employer branding, searching, screening, and also hiring. Overall, talent acquisition is a continuous process at FGV Holding Berhad as the company seeks to attract and retain the best talent to support its business objective by adopting a strategic approach to talent acquisition. FGV Holding Berhad can ensure that it has a skilled and diverse workforce that can drive its growth and success. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
FGV Holdings Berhad is a diversified agribusiness company based in Malaysia. Here are some of the best practices that FGV Holdings Berhad has implemented. Firstly, sustainability. FGV Holdings Berhad is committed to sustainable practices including responsible sourcing, conservation of natural resources, and minimizing environmental impact. The company has implemented a sustainability policy that covers all aspects of its operations from land and biodiversity to labor rights and community engagement. Second best practices is innovation. FGV Holdings Berhad invests in research and development to drive innovation and improve its products and processes. The company has established partnerships with universities and research institutions to develop new technologies and techniques that can enhance its operation. And the third best practices is employee development. It means that FGV Holdings Berhad committed to developing its employee skills and knowledge. The company provides training and development opportunities to its employees, including technical training, leadership development, and language courses. Thank you. This organization best practices also will be continued by Nick.
What are the best practices? So that Nick knows as best practices have been shown to research and experience to improve performance in an organization. In best practices, it have two characteristics, namely internal recruitment and external recruitment. Therefore, internal recruitment need to hire internal employees who have talent and responsibility for their respective jobs. When have employer has talent, it can feasibility the FGV company and will not waste time on training and can even be used as an example to new subordinate. Next, for external recruitment, must employ ethical and responsible field worker. Therefore, able to review the process and procedure related to the recruitment of royal workers. To identify any gap and propose a primary recommendation, this training will help FGV ensure that the process and procedure are in line with international standard. For example, FGV participate in a labor supplier can maintain project conducive by the United Nations Organization of Migration and the non-profit organization. In addition, its company provide the right to recruit house for FGV employees so that this is a great interest and fulfilling the right of its employer to obtain equipped houses. Accordingly, FGV has allocated hundreds of millions of ringgit to build new house and renovate existing houses in line with national standard to ensure that its employer life is comfortable accommodation. For the last point, I will be passed for Nabilaa Athirah.
Thank you, Nick. Now I will continue this presentation by presenting the outcomes from the best practices. Basically, the objective of FGV in recruitment is to provide a set of guidelines for responsible and fair recruitment of all migrant workers within FGV's supply chain in tandem with FGV's commitment to respect human rights. Here are some potential outcomes for implementing best practices in recruitment. Firstly, improve quality of hires. By implementing best practices can help organizations identify the best candidates for the job, resulting in better quality hires. By using effective recruitment methods such as job analysis, targeted job postings, and candidate screening, companies can ensure that they are selecting candidates who have the skills, experience, and qualifications required to perform the job successfully. Secondly, increase diversity and inclusion. Implementing best practices in recruitment can help organizations attract a more diverse pool of candidates by utilizing inclusive language in job postings, by establishing diversity and inclusion goals, and implementing unbiased screening selection processes. It can be seen when the migrant workers from India, Bangladesh, be foreign workers in FGV, where they have been selected to be in the company. And the last one is improve candidate experience. A positive candidate experience can help companies attract and retain top talent by implementing best practices such as timely communication, transparency in the recruitment process, and providing feedback to candidates. Companies can create a positive experience for candidates even if they are not ultimately selected for the position. Thank you. Now I will pass to NAJIHAH to conclude our presentation.
Thank you, Nabilaa. To be concluded, it is known that FGV is a local business with the best practices for hiring its own personnel. They were evidenced by the fact that FGV has won 2 domestic and international human capital awards. The organization has received the 2015 Organizational Award from HRD Asia and the Triple Award for Best Employer in the Agricultural Sector from Aspire Graduate. This is due to FGV's planning efforts to generate value from human capital by transforming employees into a high-performance culture. Due to this, external parties have a great deal of faith in FGV and continue to be the most popular option for workers.